Hi everyone, welcome back to DIY Residence. Are you ready to get crafting? If you are, then let's move right into making 5 easy Easter projects. So let's go right into it, and I hope you like it. If you do, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, and thank you back for coming. For the first DIY project, I used this vase from Dollar Tree, as well as this candle holder that I put together using E6000 and hot glue, and then I'm using some of this green moss that I also got from Dollar Tree. And then this is very easy actually, but it creates a beautiful centerpiece. And then I'm going to be filling the rest of the vase using Dollar Tree Easter eggs. This one has 6 in it. I'll be just placing a few inside, and just the freckle look of the eggs as well as the colors make it look really pretty. So that's as easy as that for the first simple DIY project. So I'm sure this hurricane vase as well as the candlestick holder is still available at Dollar Tree. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to be putting back the raffia tie around the vase. And as simple as that, you'll have one little cute centerpiece that you can use on a tabletop or on your vanity, just to add onto your Easter decoration. So this is how it looks at the end. So for the next DIY project, I'll be making some Easter carrots using some paper. So for the paper, you just want to take a corner and then turn it into a cone shape. And then I'm going to do it with the whole paper. I won't be cutting off any parts. And then I'll be just putting some tape to secure the cone shape. As well as in the bottom, I'll be pinching a little bit, and I'll be putting some tape so that the filling that I'll be putting in won't escape through the bottom. Once that's done, I'm going to take a pair of scissors and just trim away the top part of the cone, just to have a neater edge on the top. And then I'll be filling in the cone with some of the little pebbles that you can find at Dollar Tree. And then I'm just going to fill it almost to the top, but not all the way through. And then I'm going to put it in a vase just to hold it in place. And then I'll be using some of these lemongrass stems that I got from the dollar store. I'm going to place it inside the pebbles, and then I'm going to pinch the top just to close the opening. Once that's done, I'm going to make 2 different kinds of carrots here. One will be using the larger jute twine, and the other one I'll be doing with the soft wool that I'll be using for the second one. So for here, you just want to put hot glue and tie it really tight, and then you want to go in circles all the way till you cover the whole carrot. So that's what I'm going to do, and at the end you just want to use some hot glue and secure it in place and trim away the paper. I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the video with my jute twine, but here I'm going to show you the same technique using the wool. So this one is really soft. It's a wool that I got from a leftover project that I did. So you just want to slowly go all the way to the end, and then using some hot glue, you want to secure it in place. Make sure not to burn yourself. I just let the hot glue sit just a little bit before I touch that. Now for the top part of the carrot, I'm going to take the smaller jute twine that you can get from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to wrap around the top, and then anything that's exposed, I'm just going to use a pair of scissors just to trim that away. So don't forget to put some hot glue just to make sure everything is secure in place. And then once you're happy, just you can just trim away any of the excess. And this is how they turn out at the end. I think it would look really nice if you had made a bunch of them and just wrapped around together with a piece of twine. I think that would look amazing as well. For the third project, I'm going to use this bunny shaped wreath that I got at the dollar store. This one comes from the local Dollarama here in Canada. And then I'm just going to remove everything that's attached to it before I start my project. So the ribbon, I'll be saving it because I'll be using it later on in the project. It's just attached using some metal wire, so it's easy to remove. And the little eggs as well as the flowers are just hot glued in place, so just a little bit of pulling and then it's easy to get everything off. I'm then going to use some of the same green moss that you can find at the Dollar Tree, and then using hot glue I'm going to cover the whole wreath with the moss. I'm not going to cover the back of it just because it will be lying against a wall or the front of the door, so no one will actually be able to see the back, and it would just prevent from everything shedding when the back touches the surface. So I'm just going to do the front of it. I know that you can also spray like hairspray just to make sure nothing keeps shedding, so that's also something that you can do, and I'll be doing that at the end once everything is done. So here, just make sure to take your time and not to burn yourself, and you want to cover the whole wreath using the hot glue. Once I was happy with how everything looked, I took some tulips that I got from Michael's a while ago, and I'll be just using some wire cutters, and I'm going to place some tulips on either side at the bottom of the bunny. So I'm going to use that, and then I'm not going to use the whole bunch. I'll be using that for a different project. And again, to attach the tulips, I'll be using some hot glue, and I'll be placing it to the bottom of the bunny. Here I only had this cream color tulips at home, but if you had like peonies or even roses or even darker color of tulips, I think it would bring out the color of the whole wreath more. But I'm just working with what I had, and the cream color here matches the rest of my decor because almost everything in my house has like a cream or a lighter colored tone, so that would go and blend in with the rest of my decor. But by all means, if you put something more colorful, it would bring out and pop this wreath even more. If you want to put it, let's say, outside on the front of the door, I think that would look amazing. Once I was done placing the tulips, I took some of the white flowers that came with this wreath, and then I'm just gonna hot glue that to the top just above the tulip, just to give it a fuller look. I think because it's super tiny and it's white, it brings some pop of color, so I'm gonna do that on either side of the bunny. I'm then going to use one of the bunnies that came in this pack of 3. I got this from the dollar store as well. And then I'm going to use some hot glue and glue it to the center of my wreath. So you just want to make sure to have a good grasp of the wreath, just because it's in a circular shape and this is flat in the bottom, so you want to make sure to put quite a bit of hot glue and hold it tightly in place till it dries, so that the rabbit doesn't fall on you. To finish off this project, I'm going to use the same ribbon that came initially with the wreath, and then I'm going to tie the bow on the top in between the ears, and I'm just going to use the same metal, same little wire that came with this. So just twist it at the back, and then you have a beautiful little ribbon on top. Then I decided to take one more tulip, and then I wanted to hot glue it just in center of the ribbon, just to hide the wire and just to give a fuller look. You can by all means just leave it empty or plain, but I wanted to put one more flower, so that's what I'm doing. And in the bottom, if you can see me, I'm still rearranging and putting some more flowers here and there, just to make the whole wreath look a little bit more full. To tie the wreath, I'm gonna use the same part of the same ribbon that came with it, and then I'll be tying it behind the 2 ears. So I'm just gonna loop it around in the center of the ears, and then I'm gonna tie a knot in the back, and that would allow me to hang it on a little hook, whether it's on the wall or on the in front of the door. So instead of using like a command strip or anything, this would just tie in with the rest of the colors. So I'm going to put that bow, and then I could hang it through that little hole in the back. And this is the final look of the project. I hope you like this one as well, and let's move on to the next project. So for the next project, I'm going to use the larger bunny that comes in this pack. So I'm going to take that bunny, as well as a clear plastic container that I got from the Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to hot glue it in place. Now, because of the shape of the bunny, the container on top will be a little bit slanted. It's not going to be perfectly standing on top, but I like the look of it because it will expose what I'll be putting inside. So I like the way that it sits actually on top of the rabbit. So because my project is just for decor, I'm using hot glue, but you can also use E6000 if you want it to be more secure. Once that's done, I took this Rust-Oleum spray paint, and I took it outside and I painted one coat. So this is how it looks like once everything is spray painted. Now what I'm going to do is to take a mixture of black acrylic paint as well as white. You can also use a gray and a metallic silver metallic paint if you do have. I don't have that in hand, so this is what I'll be using as a mixture. My attempt here is to give it like a silver galvanized look, because I was tired of everything being just white or pink, so that's what I'm going to do for this. I'll be using some makeup sponges that I got from the dollar store. So I'm going to just put some white paint as well as the black. I'll be dabbing those two together, and then just using a dabbing motion, I'll be covering the whole piece inside and out just to give it that galvanized look. I know there are other techniques. You can also have the whole thing painted in gray and then just go with a darker gray or silver color on top with the same dabbing motion. It will also give you a galvanized look, but this is what I'm going to do with what I have in hand. And so this is the look that I got. I think it looks super nice, especially with the light shining. It gives that shiny galvanized look. And what I'm going to do is to use some more of the green moss that I got, and then I'll be filling that in, and then I'll be putting some of the same Easter eggs that I got from the Dollar Tree into it. And this is how this cute little project turned out at the end. I hope you like this one. If you did, please don't forget to leave my video a thumbs up, and let's move right into the last DIY project. For the last project, I'm going to use one of these bunnies that I got from the dollar store. This one was $1.25 each. I'm going to be using two of them, but in this project you're going to see me just use one. I'm going to spray paint using this copper spray paint. I'm also going to use this glass dome. I got this at the thrift store, but originally it came from from Simon's actually, and each one was $9, but I got 3 of them for $5. Initially I wanted to use this lid from a recycled tin, but then I decided not to. So I'm just going to take some of the green moss again that comes from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to fill the center, the bottom piece of the dome. You want to make sure just to have enough so that when you put back the glass on top, that nothing is coming out from the base. Once I was happy with how everything looked inside, I took the spray painted bunnies. I wanted to put 2 of them inside this container, but the place was too small, so I ended up just using 1. So you just want to make some room by moving around the moss, and then I'm just gonna hide him inside the moss. And to finish off the look, I'll be taking some floral stems from a different project, and these stems came from Michael's, so I'm just going to use just a little bit, and then I'm actually going to remove the flowers from the stem, and then I'll be placing it inside the dome. And then once you're happy with how everything looks inside, you can go ahead and put the dome. So this is how I'm going to leave mine. And then I'm just going to put the little dome inside and make sure to clean everything off at the edges to make sure nothing is coming out. And this is how it looks. I think it looks super cute. It gives such a whimsical look to it, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. So this is how all of the project turned out. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to leave my video a thumbs up. And if you're joining this channel for the first time, I hope you would stick around. I invite you to subscribe to my channel as well as the bell icon so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So till the next video, take care and stay safe and warm. Bye bye.